Man, what's going down in Miami right now is straight up wild. There's chaos behind the scenes, decisions splitting the fan base, and rumors flying around that could change the future of this entire franchise. But with the Dolphins, nothing's ever simple. Every move feels like it's got history writing on it. And what came out in the last 24 hours, man, it's going to make you rethink everything you thought you knew about this season. Are we watching the start of a new era? Or the end of something special? You won't believe what's coming. So sit tight, drop a like, and let's get into it. Thursday night's game felt like a punch to the gut for Dolphins fans. Nobody expected Miami to look that lost out there. That 28-6 loss to the Baltimore Ravens was a brutal reality check. But the real shock came the next day when the bomb dropped. Chris Grier, the general manager, is out. The guy who built this roster, ran the drafts, shaped the core of this team gone. And that changes everything. When the GM gets fired, no one's safe anymore. It's the front office saying loud and clear, nobody's got a guaranteed seat around here. Behind closed doors, the tension is real. Players are looking around wondering who's next, and one name keeps coming up: Tua Tagovailoa. The same guy who once symbolized hope is now in the toughest spot of his career. He's got 1,779 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions through 9 games. That's already more picks than he's ever thrown in a full season. The calm, precise Tua we used to know. Gone. And when Mike McDaniel benched him during that meltdown against the Browns in October, the fan base went off. A lot of people started calling for rookie Quinn Ewers to take over full-time. But McDaniel's standing firm. At Monday's presser, before facing Buffalo, he doubled down, saying Tua is still his guy. No changes, no drama, just belief. We're confident Tua gives us the best chance to win, he said. But here's where it gets dicey. The Week 10 matchup is against the Buffalo Bills. It's one of the hottest teams in football, coming off a huge win over Mahomes and the Chiefs. ESPN bets got the Bills favored by 8.5 points. That tells you how far Miami's stock has fallen. The numbers paint a grim picture. The Dolphins haven't beaten the Bills since 2022 and are 1-9 in their last 10 meetings. The fan base is split right down the middle. Some want to blow it all up. Others say bailing on Tua now would kill any chance of a comeback. But here's a wrinkle. The bye week's coming up. A lot of analysts think if the team doesn't show life before then, might be the perfect time to pull the plug on Tua as QB1. The Dolphins are sitting at a crossroads. On one side, there's McDaniel's patience and belief in his system. On the other, the fans' desperation for something to finally change. If Miami doesn't bounce back against Buffalo, that bench might start calling Tua's name again, and this time, it could be permanent. And believe it or not, that's not even the biggest headline this week. If Chris Grier's firing shook things up, the trade that followed lit the whole fan base on fire. Phillips, one of Miami's most promising young stars, was shipped to the Philadelphia Eagles for a 2026 third-round pick. The moment that news hit, Dolphins Twitter exploded. Fans were asking if the team had just waved the white flag on the season. And honestly, it kind of feels like it. Sitting at 2-7, it's like the front office finally smashed the reset button and said, "We're rebuilding." Phillips wasn't just another guy. He was supposed to be part of the future. First rounder, in 2021, he came in hot with 8.5 sacks and 42 tackles as a rookie. Explosive, dominant, a total game changer. Even as injuries slowed him down later this year, he'd been solid 3 sacks, holding up strong against the run. That's why this move blindsided everyone. Coach McDaniel looked crushed, talking to the media afterward. Said he hated this part of the business, that it was a tough but grown-up conversation. He tried to make sense of it, saying when you're not winning, hard calls have to be made. He's not wrong when you're 2-7. Long-term plans start outweighing short-term hope. For Philly, though, it's a no-brainer. They needed another edge rusher, and Phillips fits that need perfectly. Even if he walks next offseason, they'll probably get a comp pick out of it. Low risk, high reward. For Miami, the message is clear. This isn't about fixing 2025, it's about building for 2026. Among fans, opinions are split. Some get it, they see a rebuild as inevitable. but plenty are furious. To them, trading Phillips is just another example of a franchise that can't hold things together. One viral post summed it up. First the GM, now the heart of the defense. What's next for the Dolphins? But maybe there's a bigger plan at play. By clearing cap space and stacking picks, Miami's setting the stage for something deeper. Maybe even a quarterback reset if Tua doesn't turn things around. The Phillips trade might sting now, but it's a signal that the team's already thinking long-term. Still, while the front office looks to the future, fans are stuck in the pain of the present. And in the middle of all this, a new rumor's starting to shake things up. Word out of Miami is that there's a new front-runner for the vacant GM job. And this isn't just some random name, it's Agnew, the Lions' assistant GM. Dolphins fans who follow the league closely know what that means. This guy's got a winner's resume. Helped build the Rams into a Super Bowl champ, then played a key role turning Detroit from a punchline into a contender. Now it looks like he could be heading south. Just hearing Agnew's name has fans buzzing. Some are hyped, others cautious, but everyone agrees he'd bring a whole new mindset to South Florida. In Detroit, he earned massive respect for spotting talent nobody else saw and sticking to a disciplined rebuild plan. If Miami brings that kind of vision here, it could finally mean stability after years of chaos. There's one catch, though. Agnew's never been a full GM before, and some insiders say that scared teams off. But Miami seems ready to break the mold, and honestly, it'd be a smart move. If they do hire him, Detroit would get 2 third-round picks as compensation because of the NFL's diversity initiative, which makes this deal interesting for both sides. Timing's the big question now. Some inside the building think official talks will wait until after the season, but whispers say a feeler's already been sent out. McDaniel's reportedly on board, which shows alignment with the interim front office. The plan would be to rebuild through development, patience, and real structure, Agnew's specialty. And in the middle of all this madness, there's finally a bit of hope. As the team struggles on the field and fans try to make sense of it all, the idea of bringing in Agnew feels like a light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe, just maybe, Miami's about to rebuild with purpose this time. If that happens, this heartbreak could turn into the fuel for something special down the road. But hold up, because this story's still got one more twist coming. The last few days have been a roller coaster for Dolphins Nation. From front office shakeups to trades that broke hearts, Miami's in the middle of a transformation. But every rebuild starts this way with pain, uncertainty, and that tiny spark of belief. Now it's time to test our faith. Time to believe that hitting rock bottom might just be the start of something great. The question is, do you still believe? If you do, show it right now. Hit that like button, drop your take in the comments, and keep believing with us. We ride together, always.